putting some sunscreen on for a long day ahead. So we in Montague starting the kind of 3-day recce for the Langeberg Traverse, and yeah, I guess the main point of this is to actually just figure out lines and routes and figure out what is possible and what's not possible. So yeah, pretty amped. See, the weather's looking pretty good. I think a big thing for us will also be finding spots where we can potentially find water on the mountain, as this is quite a dry area. Today is going to be about 60 k's, or at least that's the plan. Obviously anything can happen. And then time wise, yeah, anything from like 5 kilometers an hour to, I suppose, 8 kilometers an hour. I guess it just all depends on what the terrain is like. I think kind of we're going to be following a ridge line all the way towards Swellendam, so yeah, there probably won't be too many trails, so it just depends what's underfoot. So day one of our recce.
That's it.
Did you go up left here?
Yeah, I just kind of kept scrambling on that side. Yeah, that's good. And then come in my direction. Proper scrambles.
Just dropped off Ryan and Ryno. 8 a.m. they started. We left Cape Town 5 a.m. this morning to drive out to Montague for the start of the Langeberg Traverse recce.
Seems like we're heading up there, so straight up that ridge there and along the top.
So we're following some curves into nowhere.
2 o'clock, Ryan and Ryno left at 8 this morning. They've hit a couple of snags on the route and had to do quite a big detour.
Then try this, if you don't have to. Yo.
Somewhere on the ridge line, and we've decided to backtrack. Just the conditions were pretty insane. I mean, it's taken us now that we're back up on the ridge, like 45 minutes to do less than a k. So yeah, I guess that's always part of the recce, to see what's possible and not possible. But yeah, we're gonna have to figure out a plan B. Ryno just sending CK a pin to we're gonna drop off the mountain, and then hopefully you'll be able to find us.
Day one of the recce, DNF.
Just got a message from Ryan and Ryno on the inReach. They've hit a bit of a snag on the route. Yeah, it looks like it's totally overgrown and they don't have access to where they were meant to meet us. And yeah, that's why we do these recces, to figure out everything. They've sent us an alternative pickup point, so we're now heading back from Swellendam. They reckon they're going to be another 4 or 5 hours.
So just backtracking or heading down from up there. Yeah, the ridge line is a bit gnarly, super slow going. It can be pretty hot out there, so I think we'll run dry of water. So going to try to take a bit of a lower line along there. So just trying to figure things out with this recce.
Following a waypoint Ryno sent us, we're now on a gravel road, district road. It had a public sign on it, so we're just trying to follow the point and get as close as possible to them. How was that?
I was
DNF on day one.
No, not a DNF, it's an adventure.
No, it was glad we recce'd it.
I'd like to present you something for your next trail running expedition.
Sure.
for these dogs. Yeah. No,
Yeah, so it would have come in handy.
Yeah, it's been like, some of it's like, yeah, it's just slow going. Been out of water for quite a while, so I've been looking forward to just anything. But it's a proper adventure on the mountain today.
I know, I was hoping to see a few more trails up there, but there wasn't too much. Jeez, I must have a chat to these guys from Rim of Africa. I know like Damien would have just hugged the ridgeline, but I was hoping the Rim of Africa guys would have been on some trails. There was nothing up there. So day 2 of our recce. Hopefully we'll have better luck than yesterday. Or we got up onto the ridgeline, but it's just super overgrown, no trails at all. Even when we tried to drop down a bit, there was just nothing. So I mean, I think we did about 1.2 k's in the first hour, so super slow going. So yeah, eventually we had to drop down and backtrack a bit. But I guess that's part of the recce, to figure out what is and isn't possible. I mean, it's definitely possible to traverse the ridgeline. It's just like, I mean, if you want to take a whole day to do 10 k's, obviously ideally we would like to do more running than hiking. But yeah, day 2, hopefully things go a bit better today.
Day 2 of the recce. Ryan and Ryno left at 8 o'clock this morning from Swellendam, and we are actually just driving around and trying to find contacts with some locals just to get up onto a 4x4 track that we saw on Google Earth. So we just want to get the correct permissions.
So day 2 of our recce. At least currently we're running a bit for a change. Yes, there was like a lot of window bashing. Yeah, just heading up into the mountains now, so a long climb. We're on a trail that's pretty overgrown.
The guys have been running for 4 hours. They're now done this part of the recce. They're heading back down the mountain, and then we're going to be driving around up the pass towards Berrydale. We're going to go look at a few things there. So now we're on an off-road track heading back to meet them.
I guess, I mean, we do these recce's because you've got to pay the school fees, good or bad, and kind of get a feel of the land and if it's even possible. The best, or the thing we want to achieve is like natural progression. I mean, you can get across these mountains. It's going to take a very long time, but what we want to move naturally, and it just doesn't seem like this is working out for us at the moment.
So we've just come off the mountains after 3 days of doing a recce, and yeah, it was just super slow moving out there, not too many trails, so we're going to have to reassess and go with another plan.